Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we picked up some information by working at the crossroads. We had a Confidant event with EY. And Akechi showed up at the cafe and had a little bit of an interaction with Futaba. So, those are kind of the main events. We just need to now do something for the evening, and then tomorrow, I believe, is when we are going to the beach. So, we will see how that goes. Now, before we do anything else, before I forget to do it, we need to head to the underground walkway and buy our juice.
Welcome.
Onsen, Aojiru.
Man. Nice.
And what does that get me? Kindness. Okay, good. I was worried it was going to be charm for a second. And that would have been kind of a waste of money. Alright, so I looked at what my options were going to be. We can work on a few confidants. EY, Yoshida, we have Chihaya. All available. Chihaya and EY are really not that high a priority right now. But Yoshida provides a useful ability with his next rank up, I believe. Man of the People, where are you? Yeah, rank 7, rank 8, he gets Mind and Control, which lets us skip negotiating when attempting to obtain a persona on occasion. That could be very nice to have. So, that is what we're going to do. We're going to head over and hang out with Yoshida. Okay, thank you. The truth is, Dietman Matsushita has been asking for me. Remember when he asked me to be his right-hand man last time? He's likely waiting on my response. Well then, please join me after the speech. Very well.
What's wrong?
We're hanging out under a bridge somewhere? Or a tunnel? What did you ask me here to discuss? I heard you met with Kuramoto's grandson. You have your ears to the ground, huh? And to think that he's the candidate the party is backing to ruin my chances of winning. I'll be completely straight with you, since I already asked you to be my right-hand man. We're currently fighting the Kuramoto group.
What?
You're fighting with Mr. Kuramoto? I have ambitions of my own, you know. I owe him for all he did for me, but I don't want him to have influence over me forever. All the more, now that he's secretly working with Diet members from other parties, I know he asked you to join his group, but I think you should decline his offer. We kind of already did. They want to keep you on a leash so you won't reveal any damaging information. The real culprit of the expense misappropriation case you are blamed for is Old Man Kuramoto. Oh, really?
What in the world?
I researched the party's off-the-record accounts from 20 years ago. There's no doubt. Can you still forgive him? He led you into the political world and kicked you out in the worst way. Why? Seems he bought his popularity, and as a result, he was having some serious, he bought his popularity, so he spread some money around, and as a result, he was having some serious financial trouble.
I see.
It sounds as if you're saying that this is my opportunity to clear my name. And so you need an answer from me on whether or not I'll be your right-hand man, yes? His own grandson has already tried to persuade you, therefore I can't wait any longer. If you join me, you can accuse Kuramoto of his crime. You can clear your name and put no good toward it behind you. This is your best and last chance. Join with Matsushita and take my revenge against Mr. Kuramoto, but drop out of the election. Difficult decision. We'll go with that one.
Yes.
Yes, to say the least. Matsushita. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. You have no conceivable reason to refuse. My goal is to become a member of the Diet, not a right-hand man. I will not cast aside my beliefs. On that, I stand firm. This information would be the deciding factor in taking down Kuramoto. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I was simply offering you a deal. I assumed you might decline it. Very well. Please forget it. I apologize for bringing it up so suddenly. I'll talk to the party and provide support for your next speech about the Phantom Thieves. Why are you doing this? I don't want to debate about the Phantom Thieves. I simply want to draw attention to them. And you can assert your innocence there on a grand stage. To be frank, I'll be happy as long as the Kuramoto Group's influence diminishes. Arashi-kun, don't speak a word of this to anyone for both our sakes. Very well then. It feels like I'm caught in the crossfire of a political conspiracy. Yeah, there definitely is some shady business going on. My friend is trying to take advantage of me while my former mentor is trying to win me over. To achieve my dream, I have to set aside my beliefs. What should I do? Stick to him.
Yes.
You're right. Betraying myself means betraying my supporters, which also means betraying you. For some reason, just talking with you always helps me make up my mind. It's as if my heart is being manipulated. Oh. Perhaps. If the Phantom Thieves truly do exist, and I'm sure they're very much like you, hitting a little close to home. For some reason, you stood by me, no good Tora who didn't have any supporters.
Actually,
I've been thinking about this for a while, actually. You must have experienced cruelty and injustice in this life. I can tell by the look in your eyes. That's why I sense your desire to help the weak. And the strength to stand up to the hecklers, to Matsushita, and to Kuramoto's grandson. You're no ordinary high school student, even I know that much.
hey,
Would you care to talk about it? So what if you're right? Just a joke. Sorry, I crossed the line there. I've always lacked restraint in these situations. See what I did there? I relieved the tension by making fun of myself. Think of it as an advanced technique for winning people over. Alright, here we go. Rank 8, Mind Control.
all right. You're right.
Alright then. Well, I'll at least make good use of Matsushita's help setting up my next speech. I feel like I'll be able to fully express my beliefs if you're there with me.
I shall ask you again another time.
We can discuss it again at the speech. Alright, we got charm points, but they don't matter anymore.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Thank you for tagging along today. Goodness, I've gotten you wrapped up in my whole messy past now. I told you before, becoming a Diet member shouldn't be your only goal in life. I still stand by those words, of course, but what are your thoughts on what happened today? Say you were in my shoes, could you say with all confidence that you wouldn't be swayed by such a lucrative deal? Humans are easily swayed. One glimpse of a temptation could be all it takes to make us forget our principles. That's why you must never forget what's truly important to you. You understand? Sure. Good. Life is full of tough decisions. I can only hope today's lesson will nourish your growth. Well, the real battle begins now. I need to devote myself to this fully, after all. I can hardly afford to disappoint you. Alright, see you next time. I'll be counting on you. All right, beach time.
Futaba will be in your care today. Make sure you don't let any dudes try to hit on her.
I'll fight them off. I'll say I won't leave her side.
Good. As long as you understand. I'll be counting on you.
Hey, can we go already?
Are you sure you'll be all right?
It's just a day trip. Don't underestimate me.
Right. Sorry. Guess I just have to let it go. Have fun, but be careful, you two.
Animated cutscene.
Man, it's packed.
Sorry for the wait. Got a better opinion of me now? What? Cat got your tongue? Come on.
Are we messing around?
Jeez.
What?
This is perfect! There's nothing perfect about that. Stay still for a second. You'll be just fine.
Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah, it's summer at the beach.
There's a lot of people here. Are you okay, Futaba? I'm fine. You guys are here. It's almost lunchtime. No! The squid's staring at me!
It's cooked, so don't worry. Would you even eat squid if I'm not around?
Why don't we eat lunch too?
I'll go get some stuff for us then.
You're eating that even here?
He brought her own supply.
My staple food.
This should be a familiar flavor. Yet how does it taste so good?
And Yusuke's wrapped up in a hoodie. Okay.
What's up, Makoto? You ain't eating much. Not feeling well or something?
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit, she wants to look as slim as possible. Still, you're worrying too much. Did you make sure to eat breakfast? Mona lacks tact.
So, what do we do now? Should we play some beach volleyball?
Oh, sorry. Us girls already made plans to ride a banana boat. We could only rent a 3-person one. Sorry.
Wait, then what about us?
Keep an eye on our stuff.
Hell no! Why you gotta treat us like that? We're celebrities making headlines. You should treat us better.
I do think they're not bad in the metaverse, but in reality... Strange, isn't it? They can steal treasures, but they don't seem like they can steal a girl's heart at all. But, Lady Ann... Can we get to the banana boat already? Oh, sorry. We'll go now.
much when we're done. Keep an eye on our stuff for us. Banana! Banana! Ah, the sand's wet! It's dangerous if you run
And we got ditched.
Damn it. I don't get how amazing we are. We risk our lives being phantom thieves. There's no way we're the same as other guys around here. Shouldn't we be having more good times in reality too?
Guess we'll agree with them.
Right? Don't you agree, Yusuke?
Well, if you put it that way, you may be right.
An and the others don't get it because they're always around us.
Hey, how do we get Lady An to notice how amazing we are as phantom thieves?
Well, we gotta steal you know what.
Swimsuits? Yeah. We'll do that.
You moron, that's a crime. What we're gonna steal in reality are girls' hearts.
Yeah, I know. I was just making a joke.
I see. I just need to prove my skills in reality as well.
Let's steal all the hearts with the skills we've honed as phantom thieves. I'm sure girls will be all over us considering the vibes we give off.
This is going to go poorly.
Very well, let's do this. Pulling off our work in reality doesn't sound bad.
Very
Get settled
poorly.
then. So, Mona, you're in charge of watching over our stuff, okay?
Huh?
All right, let's hurry up and go.
Hey, what the hell? Get back here! Don't leave me behind!
And what is the cat going to do? Yes, poorly.
I don't know. The ocean just looks kind of bland to me.
Feel better.
Don't say that like I'm the only one who messed up. We were going at it as a team, right?
That's probably part of the problem.
Did someone follow us here? Something tells me we're being watched.
Really? You think one of those girls changed her mind?
No.
OMG, it's the Golden Boy himself!
Not even close.
And he's already got his own little entourage. We really did teach him right, didn't we?
You? Oh no. What are you guys doing here?
Sometimes we just gotta get out of the city, forget the nightlife, breathe fresh air, enjoy some eye candy.
We thought we lost our protege. Who would have guessed our vacay was actually the call of fate?
Oh, what's with the look? Don't believe in fate? Or did you really not have fun last time?
You gonna tell us you saw yourself in all that chiffon and felt nothing?
I don't think I felt what you guys were hoping.
Oh, honey, I get it. Everyone's nervous when they first start out. But trust me, you'll make their jaws drop.
Just an hour at the Vanity, 3 hours at the boutique, and we can just pick up where we left off last time. So, are you ready to steal some hearts?
We gotta go. Sorry.
Was it something I said? Oh, what a tragedy. Another starlet slips through our fingers.
No more makeovers. By the way, where's Yusuke?
Yeah, where is Yusuke?
So this is where you two were. I've been searching for you.
Lobsters?
What are you doing with those lobsters?
While you were busy with your interrogation, I found these beautiful specimens on sale. And so I decided to spend the last of my money on them.
You spent the last of your money on a pair of live lobsters.
Man, you're real hopeless when it comes to cash. Wait, you were watching us? Why didn't you help?
Apologies, but I was entranced. The moment I set eyes on this distinct shape, I was in love. I haven't had my very core shaken as vigorously as this since the first time On entered my gaze.
He's an odd one.
Good for you.
We're here with friends.
Come on, don't lie to us, baby. How about you come for a nice cruise on our boat?
There's going to be a party, too. Tons of celebrities and industry people will be coming along.
Are you even listening to us?
Sorry about the wait.
Yep. You two probably need to move on.
Huh, so we were serious about being here with friends.
Yes.
That's what we've been saying from the start.
Don't you find it boring spending your time with kids like them?
It's far more interesting than anything involving you two.
What was that?
Hey, let's just let the children have fun with fellow children. We'll be going now.
What creeps? Thanks for coming in like that. Those guys just wouldn't stop pestering us.
You did well to hold them off.
To be honest, I was nearly at my wit's end.
By the way, where are Futaba and Morgana?
Yeah, they're about to find out that, Makoto's no pushover. Yeah, where are Futaba and Morgana? Oh, there they are.
Lobsters? One in each hand. I was wondering about that myself. Are you going to make them into sashimi? Or perhaps roast them whole?
Enough of your vile postulations. These are purely for the sake of visual appreciation.
We did tons of stuff today. All in all, I guess coming to the beach was pretty worth it.
Nice spike.
We should probably start heading home.
Agreed. Let's pack up.
Futaba seemed fine in the crowd, too. So it looks like she's overcome her last exercise.
Hey, Futaba! We're going home! Stop standing around and help us!
You know, all this time, I thought that it was my fault that my mom died.
Uh-huh.
It's because everyone said that I killed her. Everyone looked at me thinking I was a murderer. I ended up hating this world. That's why I shut myself in and covered my ears. I wished my mom would come back to life. Sometimes I'd wake up and think it was all a dream. But nothing had changed in the world. That's why I'd sleep again. It'd be a repeat of that. I loved my mom. I wanted to become like her. How she'd work late into the night. How she'd wake up early and make me a boxed lunch every day. How she'd do her best to further her research. How she'd scold me for peeking at her notes.
It was cognitive science, wasn't it?
Right.
The cognitive world can become distorted through desires. If it becomes distorted, a person begins exhibiting problematic behavior in reality.
An interesting take. implying that it isn't the problematic behavior that leads to distortion, rather than the distortion that leads to the problematic behavior?
That cognitive world disappears when you remove its core, and further problematic actions stop.
Isn't that about palaces?
Sounds like it.
That's the metaverse. She knew about that?
It made no sense back then. But now I understand after it actually happened to me. All I thought about was my mom. I was trapped in a cognitive labyrinth. I couldn't get out of it. There was nothing I could do by myself.
That's why you asked us to steal your heart? That's a huge jump in logic in so many ways.
At first, I didn't believe the rumors about the Phantom Thieves, that they steal hearts. But I overheard you accidentally. I learned that you were near me.
Overheard? Ah, the bug. So why were you listening in on LeBlanc in the first place?
I had to keep an eye on Sojiro, make sure he was actually working.
Talk about an awful hobby.
You talked about stealing hearts. When I heard that, I was so happy I jumped up and down. I thought maybe the Phantom Thieves could cure my heart.
You could have just told us from the start.
Yeah, but, you know, obviously, if she could have told us straight, she wouldn't have needed it.
You might have been wary of me if I asked out of nowhere. And besides, you could have been bad guys. That's why I cautiously got in contact with you. I checked many times to see how you'd react.
Yes. You had us twisted around your little finger. But Futaba, you didn't talk to anyone besides Boss for a long time, right? You must have needed a lot of courage to contact the Phantom Thieves.
There were two reasons for it. One was Medjed's taunt. The Phantom Thieves were so pitiful it frustrated me. I would have been in trouble if they got disbanded too.
Indeed. You were our only hope.
The other was what I heard through wiretapping LeBlanc. Sojiro was being blamed with lies, like abusing me. He was being threatened to spill everything about my mom.
Talk about making shit up.
It made me sad, and it hurt. I thought, I have to save Sojiro. I gotta do something.
So that's why.
That the Phantom Thieves. I didn't think you guys would be taking such risks for me. I didn't think you'd worry about me so much. I'm sorry that I acted like I doubted you guys.
Do you believe in us now?
Yeah, I can tell. You aren't bad guys. That's why I have a request. Let me join your team.
There's nothing to join. You're already one of us.
I'll be honest. Changing people's hearts isn't my goal. I want to learn what happened to my mom. The reason why she was killed.
Killed?
It was written in her notes. Should the self in the cognitive world die, the self in the real world would lose consciousness.
Is this about mental shutdowns?
Sounds like it.
Then the criminal that Kaneshiro mentioned.
Yes. That could be the case. I don't like pursuing this line of thought. But perhaps your mother's shadow was...
I don't know for sure. But right before my mom died, she didn't seem right.
In what way?
No matter how much I talked to her, she wouldn't answer back. And she didn't jump into the road, it was more like she collapsed and fell in. That's why I thought what was written in the notes was real, and looked into it. I read books, checked theses that were released online. I even snuck into the networks of various research labs to look at their classified data.
That's why you're good at hacking. What kind of brain do you have?
But I didn't figure anything out. My mom's research was nowhere to be found. She was killed by someone, and her research was treated like it never existed. I bet it's them. Those adults in the black suits who read the fake suicide note. I'll never forgive them.
Futaba.
If I stay with you guys, I think I can find out more about that world. Then eventually, it might even lead to those men in black. It's a super personal reason why I want to join you. Is that okay? Or would I just be dead weight?
If anything, you're dependable. Ain't that right, Mona?
Why are you looking at me? Are you trying to say I'm inadequate?
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable!
This is what our Phantom Thieves are like. But I hope we get along, Futaba.
Yeah, those two bicker.
Thanks.
Let's leave those two be. Why don't we lose no time and decide on Futaba's codename?
Ah, yes, she's gonna need one.
What's that?
It's not cool if we called each other by our real names.
Joker, Skull, Mona, Panther, Queen, and I'm Fox.
In Futaba's case,
Hacker wouldn't be right, would it?
Nah,
Mech?
no.
PC?
No.
why don't we go literal and call her Goggles?
Super lame. You've got no taste, kitty.
In your face.
Do you have any good ideas for Futaba's codename?
We could go with Pharaoh.
I'll curse you.
What would you want it to be, Futaba?
Oracle. With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory.
Alright. Sounds good.
Sounds great!
Futaba will be Oracle.
But man, I never even dreamed that the rumored Phantom Thieves would be so close.
Same goes to you. To think you'd be the daughter of a metaverse researcher. Talk about a mysterious fate.
Should we get going then?
Yep, let's go home.
Yes. The incident with Medjed seems to have been more effective than predicted.
Ah, Mr. SIU Director.
This should spur the Phantom Thieves' support even more now. I agree. There are effective ways to use the Phantom Thieves. Now would be the best time to dispose of unnecessary trash, whether they're connected to us or not.
More scheming.
Hey.
You're back. How'd it go with Futaba? Went perfectly well. I hear you've been keeping her company for the past few days. Yes, we have. Thanks. A criminal who uses the metaverse to carry out their crimes. This is no longer a matter we can ignore. Especially because they might be the one who killed Futaba's mom. To be honest, I had considered the idea that they might be behind only the rumored psychotic breakdowns. And now it appears as though this person is killing people as well. Technically, they're making people have mental shutdowns, which then cause them to die. Yeah, that's a technicality. That's what happens when you kill someone's shadow, right? Yeah? We were worried about it back with Kamoshida and Madarami, remember? Psychotic breakdowns and mental shutdowns. It would make sense if the same person was behind them. The news never talks about the victims dying, so people only know about the breakdowns. So this is seriously a case. If that's for real, whoever's doing it is some kind of assassin. You're gonna beat the crap out of them. I would suggest we be more cautious going forward as well. We still don't know much, even about our metaverse nav. That is true. I don't know why that thing exists. I don't think we're gonna talk about Igor. It would still be difficult for me to explain about Igor. Yeah. I wonder if that criminal is using the app too. Futaba, this seems like your area of expertise. Do you know anything about it? No, I've never even heard of it before. I mean, it's not really even an app. It's more like a mysterious app-like thing. I see. It's okay, though. I might not know much about the nav, but I can still navigate you guys on the path to victory. I'll guide you to whoever, or to whatever criminal you're looking for. You can rely on me. Awesome, dude. You're way more reliable than Mona.
Damn it, Ryuji.
Yeah, he just keeps pushing that button.
You always find the worst possible things to say.
And here's Mishima. Hey, Arashi, you live in Yongen, right? You know about the old movie theater there? Well, the old couple that runs it is apparently getting threatened by land speculators. They're trying to say the theater's in the way of some building they want to put up. We can't just let them force those people out, right? Let's tear that baby down. And speculators? I know they're scary, but we can't just ignore them, can we? That old couple is so afraid of the threat, so they don't even want to open their theater. Anyway, our target is a guy named Yasuo Jochi. Let's drive him off and save that old couple. There might have been a change in mementos because of all the medjet stuff. If you want to go, now would be the right time. Let's discuss this with everyone at the hideout. We're not hitting up mementos just yet. We just talked about it, but... I know we just finished talking about it, but... Nice picture. Watermelon at the beach. Here's the photo I took today. Ooh, I'm in there too. Yep. Look like you're having fun, Futaba. Anne's a pretty good camera woman. Is this what it's like to feel photogenic? Not used to looking good in pictures? It certainly is a fine shot. I get you. See, this picture has even captured all the architectural grandeur of my sandcastle. No one's looking at your sandcastle, Yusuke. I'll take your word for it, man. I mean, if we go in there, yeah. I mean, that is a pretty impressive sandcastle, but yeah, with other things in the foreground to look at, no one's looking at that. All right. Oya wants to chat. And Hifumi wants to chat. That is a possibility. But we're at the end of the episode, so that whole event took up a lot of time. Next up is news about the Phantom Thieves. Avalanche's popularity is still going strong. Merchandise of them has even been produced. Really? And sales have been very good due to their appeal. Well, I guess we can't trademark and copyright our logos and things like that, so... But their popularity is still rising. This Phantom Thieves boom will continue for a while yet.
Oh!
We're probably on a Phantom Thief boom. I'm so proud of us. Alright. I know we just fed the plant, but we'll just give it a quick check anyway.
Nice.
Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here for now. And we're probably going to go spend some time with Hifumi. Next episode. So, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.